Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is April. I am a psychic medium and intuitive reader, and today we're going to talk about the Hantavirus. I don't know. Hantavirus. Okay, I hope I said it right. The Hantavirus. Yeah, if you don't know already, we have the virus, the Hantavirus, spreading around, and you hear on the news and what's going on. So we're gonna get started. Okay. Question I'm gonna ask: is this virus gonna spread? This virus is gonna spread in some parts. This is a global thing. This is around the world. So yes, it's gonna spread. Not gonna spread as they think it's gonna spread. Okay, but it is gonna spread. Is it gonna be enough for a lockdown? Let me see. Is it gonna be enough for a lockdown? It's a possibility. It could be a lockdown. It's a possibility that it would be locked down, just like, but if we do go through a lockdown, it's not going to be the same as it going to be, in 2020 when we had a whole lockdown. It's not going to be the same lockdown. And if we do go through a lockdown, it's probably going to be from in individual states or local government, if that makes sense. It's not going to be from the higher ups, okay? Because right now they're not taking it serious. They're not taking it like it's no big deal right now. So if it is, it's not going to be like and I feel like other countries gonna do a lockdown, and it's like America gonna be the last one doing it, kind of thing. I do feel that. So the other countries are gonna take it, more seriously, and they're gonna like have precautions of this virus. But it's like America is gonna be like, yeah, we the last ones to take it seriously. If that makes sense, or the last one to do precautions and stuff like that. So I also feel like it's gonna be like a travel ban. It's gonna affect traveling. It's gonna affect going on the cruise and stuff. I do see that there's gonna be like a screening going on. Like they might screen before you could get on the plane, or screen before you go get on a cruise ship. So it's gonna be like they take precautions before you get on. I do feel like other countries is kind of gonna have like a travel ban where like here in America you can't go to that country without a requirement, without the screening process, or a certain vaccine. Or it's going to be like a travel ban. They're going to halt travel, and everything that's going on with the fuel costs and stuff is going to really affect travel. And I do see like on a plane there's empty seats, and not a lot of people traveling because of this, and plus the fuel costs. Now, an interesting fact that I had a dream last night where I was traveling to New York, and I saw the ticket price was like $500 for going from where I'm at to New York. And I'm like, that's not normal. So the cost of the tickets gonna go up, like during this whole thing. So that was an interesting dream. I had to put that in there because it has something to do with the traveling. So I do see like traveling being affected, because it's already affected as it is. So it's definitely going to be more affected because of the virus. Okay. Is there going to be a vaccine? Right now we don't have a vaccine, but is there going to be a vaccine? Let's see. Gonna make a vaccine. Of course, they're gonna make a vaccine for it. I did read an information in Korea. They have like a patent information of the vaccine. Um, so yeah, it looks like it's already in the works, or they already have the information. Um, I also see like with the news, it's just a lot of fear mongering, a lot of fear going around. So it's time to turn off the news because they just pushing this fear mongering stuff on people, and when you operate in fear, you do rational decisions, right? So they twist some truths, they twist lies into truths. If that makes sense to you, there's some truths and there's some stuff that's not facts. Okay. So be careful with the information that you're getting out here. Be careful, listen to everything they telling you, because it's just all fear based. Just be careful with listening to the news. Just turn off the news. It's okay to be cautious and be taking precautions and stuff. And I'm not saying that it's not real. This virus is real. Don't be able to live in fear. Be aware of your surroundings, but don't be in fear. Okay, don't be in fear. Don't be living in fear. I also see like a lot of people are not going to take this serious. A lot of people don't believe that what's going on is real or what's going on is happening. And there's people that do, believe like they're, just soaking up a lot of information. So you might see some people wearing masks and there's some people not wearing masks. It's just going to be a mixture of people wearing masks and people not wearing masks. But my advice to y'all is to take precautions. It's okay to take precautions. It's okay to, go wash your hands. If you feel like, just listen to your intuition. Listen to yourself. If you feel like you have to wear a mask, wear one. If, do what you feel right is for you and your family. I'm not saying it's no big deal, but yeah. Just take extra precautions when it comes to any virus. Okay, just take precautions. Are there going to be people going to be sick from this? Yes, it is. I do see like people are going to be sick from this. I do see some deaths. Okay, I do see that too. Some people are going to recover from it and some people are not. Make sure, if you're in an area where there's a lot of mice, or, you cleaning up mice, urine or poop, just make sure you cover yourself. Make sure you wear a mask. Make sure, wear goggles or something, gloves, whatever. When you just treat it like a hazard when you clean up, okay? I know there's some parts of the world, they are surrounded by mice and things like that. So make sure you mask up. Make sure you put on the suit. Put on a suit or something, and wear gloves and treat it like it's hazardous so you don't get sick, okay? Let's see. Even though we know this been around for years and years, this is a different virus. This is a antivirus. I don't know, called Andes virus. The Andy strain. Okay, where it goes person to person. I do feel like it's not like C19. It's not like, I don't know if I can say the word on here, but it's not gonna spread like that, you know. You have to be in real close contact with the other person. So it is like the information always changing a lot. Like the information changes. Like 1 minute be really close contact with that person. Next minute gonna say, oh, it's airborne and you could catch it, you know. Just saying hello to somebody. Like it's evolved. It's all evolving around information. Like they don't really know that it's like they're pulling at straws. Like, okay, you know, 1 minute is this way, next minute is that way, and I'm like, okay, which is it? So that's why it's like a lot of people gonna get confused by this, because they don't know which is the truth and what is not, what is really going on and what is not. So it's like, that's why I told y'all to, like, with the news, like, they're gonna be saying this way and no, it's that way, and like it's gonna confuse people. People gonna get confused, okay? So just make sure, you know, make sure you take precautions. It has where it goes, you know. And if you're not seeing my other video, don't be in large crowds. Don't be in large crowds. Don't be around with just a bunch of people, okay? Like concerts and things like that during the summer. It ain't gonna be, I do feel like it ain't gonna be long till they like already have the vaccine ready and for the public, okay? It ain't gonna be long until that. So I do, you know, if we do go through a lockdown, it's not gonna last too long. It might last to like a few months, and then that's it. But like it lasts 2 months. Did it last 2 months? Yeah. But yeah, it's gonna last. It will last a few months. I feel like we can afford another lockdown here with all the stuff going on right now. But you know, it's a possibility it could happen. I hear it's hyped up enough. You know, that's what I heard. Okay. Anyway, here and there, Trump was fun. Let's see how Trump was fun this year. Right now, he's not taking it serious. Trump is not going to take it serious until it gets really bad. He's not going to take it serious until something happens where it has to be a mandatory lockdown, okay? Right now, he is just thinking about the war, the war, the war, the war. That's all he's thinking about. He's not paying no attention to this at all. And like it would have to be to the point he has to be pushed for it, like from the lawmakers, from people. I mean, he would have to be pushed to have a lockdown, because he's not going to just say, oh, it's time for a lockdown, you know. And he's not going to do that. He's not going to do that. And I do see like they're going to do some screenings and have masks out. I do see that like in the doctor's offices, they're going to start having masks out again at the door, like, you know, with 2020 where we went to the doctor's office, they had a mask in the front of the door. I do see that. I do see like a paper with screening questions and stuff like that. Like I said, with traveling, they're going to have the same thing. You're going to have to fill out a questionnaire or whatever before you fly. I do see that. I do see like some places is going to be more cases than others. Does that make any sense? I see more cases in other places than other places. So it's like one country might have more, or it could be a certain state have more case than the other state. So I don't feel gonna be a whole pandemic like it was 2020. But I do see like a lot of cases. I do see like a lot of cases in one place, and then another place might have fewer cases, and another place might have like just little cases, little bit of cases. And that's what I see. I don't feel like a whole pandemic, but it will like But I do feel it's gonna be a lot of people taking precautions. It is gonna be that. It's gonna be but I don't see like isolation where we have to stay in our houses for long periods of time. And anyway, people are not going to even obey that. A lot of people gonna say F that, and they're gonna go out and do what they want to do. So that's about it, y'all. I hope everybody enjoyed watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you need book or reading with me, is in the description box down below. I hope everybody have a good day, a good night, wherever you are. Peace, love, and blessings.